We head to Sunday, October 3rd, 1 p.m. Eastern. Washington football team 1-2, 0-1 on the road at Atlanta Falcons, 1-2, 0-1 at home. We're at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. We start with the market in this spot. Sorry, I'm still on first half. The first half is at 4, by the way. Washington, Atlanta. Here we go. Waiting for the thing to load here. While it's loading, let's talk about Washington first. They're coming off an ugly 43-21 loss at Buffalo. It's hard to believe that this is last year's number 2 defense in the NFL. Are you really not going to load for me when I need you so badly, son of a bitch? Okay, here they come. All right. We have – Jesus, sorry about this. Got so many things open here. In this Atlanta – Washington spot, we have Washington opening up as 1-point dogs. They become 1.5-point favorites. So we've had a complete flip. This total opened up at 49. It's now down to 48 at Pinnacle. There are some 48.5s on the board. When we get to the cash flow, 4,552 tickets in. We have 58% of the tickets on Washington on the spread and 83% of the cash and the flip. Then we have 54% of the tickets, 77% of the cash on the over, and yet the market moving towards the under. Heineke, 14-24 for 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He did not look very good. Scary Terry caught 4 passes for 62 yards. They weren't able to move the ball on the ground. 78 yards on 25 carries. Antonio Gibson ran 12 times for just 31 yards. He also had 1 reception for 73 yards that he took to the house. It was a big play. But that vaunted front 7, Bebsie, 0 sacks. Defensive tackle Matt Ioannidis did not play after a knee injury against the Giants. The Falcons coming off their first win of the season, 17-14 triumph on the road over the Giants. Matt Ryan, 27 of 36 for 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Cordero Patterson, 6 catches for 82 yards. Calvin Ridley, 8 for 61. Mike Davis ran 12 times for 50 yards, caught 4 passes for 20. A.J. Terrell missed the game due to a concussion, but the secondary played well. 8 passes deflected. Terrell still in concussion protocol. Oluokun set 14 tackles. He was all over the field. Deion Jones added 13. They had 2 sacks, 5 tackles for a loss, 5 quarterback hits. Defensive lineman Marlon Davison sustained an ankle injury late in the first half, did not return. He's listed as questionable to go this week. Do you agree with this market move towards the road Washington football team, Bebsie?
I think if I had to lay a bet here, it would be with Washington, just because I still believe top to bottom they're a better football team. This is a stay-away game for me, just because I think both these teams at 1 and 2 are a bit unpredictable. I mean, Washington's strength was supposed to be their front 7. They haven't shown that this year. Atlanta's strength was supposed to be their offense, or what's left of their offense, and I haven't been overly impressed with that either. So this, I don't know, it feels like a no-brainer. The Washington should roll in this game, but it's not. And as much as you hate betting on the Falcons or betting any Falcons game, I'm the same way. I don't want to touch this. But I do believe Washington football team wins this game. And as I'm saying that, you know how many calls I've made that I haven't bet, being like, I should do this, or this is what I think, and they hit, and what I put money on hasn't. So maybe I should, but I'm still not going to.
This is a really tricky spot, and I do not want to go up against this big market move. I don't. Okay, is the Falcons secondary much improved, or is the Giants offense trash?
Can it be both?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, to be completely honest with you. I wish I could give you a strong, definitive response to that, but I'm gonna waffle. I'm gonna waffle like the coward that I am.
Nick Martin, my units are $200, so we're not talking about a lot of money at all, and they haven't gone up in My NFL units and NHL units are my highest units, and they haven't gone up in 2.5 years, which is a bad sign. This is a tough spot that I don't feel comfortable with. So we've seen this market move towards the Washington football team. I respect it. And I don't want anything at this point to do with this game. So I'm sorry.
Beth is asking, do we have to start looking at taking the Cordero Patterson total yards props moving forward? It might not be a bad look.
It's a great idea. I mean, we thought he was just going to be a backup and special teamer, but.
Well, and he's also somebody who's, I think, by the books, still going to be pretty undervalued going forward. So it's Burgundy. That's not a bad look at all. Well,
I tell you what, I'm trying so hard not to bet any props. And this past week, I had it written down. Like I came so close to moving on to Daniel Jones over rushing, which would have cashed, but the TJ Hawkinson receiving, which would have lost. So I would have lost the juice. So I'd like just to stay away, completely stay away.